Martins. He's the chief expert from WIPA. Let's give him a round of applause. And we have also Mr. Sarad Al-Marwain. He's the division manager from Outreach and Events Management at Islamic Developing Bank Group Business. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. And Ms. Courtney, over to you.
Hi, thank you very much, and apologies for my late arrival. I was going from the stage to here, but happy to join you. First of all, I would like to turn to my WIPA colleague Jose for reflections on the report that's just been produced, and your thoughts and what stands out to you as being important.
Thank you very much, Courtney. Just before I reply to your question, I'd like to thank you, to say thanks to our ISB colleagues and also to our colleagues from THIQAH, the private sector forum of the ISDB, for being here and for co-organizing this interesting session. Regarding the report more specifically, thank you for the very interesting presentation, Mr. Kadir. It's very nice to see that we have such a good production of content for the region as well. WIPA has become an important partner of the ISDB group, and that's what I hope and that's what I intend WIPA to keep doing with the ISDB. And to WIPA reports also that we had done, research that we had done with our members, we had seen that one of the biggest challenges of IPAs also from the OIC region, it's not only the only region that faces these challenges, but in the OIC it's also a reality. The digitalization aspect is a big challenge. Some of the IPAs, they have good potential in their countries to promote investments, to attract investors, even good people trying to support the investors, but they face resource challenges and capability challenges related to the digitalization aspect. So to see in this report that the ISDB has been taking action effectively to support these IPAs, and in some of these actions we had the pleasure also to join forces, for example in a forum that we had in Casablanca for technical capacity building for the OIC IPAs. It's very great to us. It really makes us happy because we know that this is a big challenge that's been addressed by the ISDB. And also seeing in the report that there has been an improvement in the reality of these countries, digitalization frameworks, strategies, even simple things such as websites and connectivity with the investors. This is something that can really help attract investments, because in today's world we cannot only have a desk and talk to people through the telephone. So I'm going to be brief now, but then we can continue the conversation.
Thank you, Jose. Mr. Sahal, tell us a little bit about your work in this context and any reflections you would like to share.
Thank you, Courtney, and thank you, Jose, and my friend Katir for highlighting and explaining the report very well. But I will be highlighting how can we achieve some of these objectives. So we have the Islamic Development Bank Group Business Forum, which we call it THIQAH, which is a window for the ISDB group to promote and facilitate the cross-border investment and trade in other countries. Also to build partnership with the private sector leaders in OIC member countries and to help in attracting foreign direct investment FDI to member countries. So we do this through several channels. One of them is to organize investment conferences, business forums in our country, member countries, and at the same time to facilitate the B2B and B2G bilateral business matching and to promote the ISDB group products, services, joint solutions, and cross-selling initiatives, and at the same time, by the way, to promote the investment and trade opportunities in OIC member countries. So we have the Digital Opportunity Hub, where we receive the investment and trade opportunities from IPAs, and at the same time I need to promote these opportunities to our database. So we have more than 100,000 high-level contacts, worldwide, and it's a good opportunity for IPAs, to leverage on this platform. Now we are enhancing the Digital Opportunity Hub to integrate it with AI. And I know that the station is focusing on digitalization. And we have signed several MOUs and agreements and with IPAs, business associations, the Chamber of Commerce. And by the way, some of them, they are requesting to organize conferences and business forums related to digitalization. However, it's a bit challenging because if you want to attract investors, and to come and participate in these conferences, you need to have investment and trade opportunities ready. You need to be promoted. You need to have bankable projects, etc. And in order to attract them. And now the digitalization is facing some challenges. For example, cybersecurity threats, the data privacy concerns, the infrastructure, digital gaps, etc. And really, the IPAs should be equipped with the digital tools, with the necessary skills and technical know-how in order to overcome these challenges. So we usually organize the ISDB Group Private Sector Forum, during our annual meetings, and it's a huge opportunity for IPAs to come and participate. So we are going to allocate exhibition for them. At the same time, they will have the opportunity to promote their investment and trade projects, to potential investors during the country presentations. And at the same time, we'll have the B2B and B2G Digital Opportunity Hub, where they can meet and network with potential investors. And by the way, they can even participate in other activities and side events. And at the same time, we are planning to have, as mentioned by Kadir, the capacity building workshop for IPAs. So they will be there. They can participate during the 4 days event. Maybe Courtney, you can participate with us in one of the sessions, focusing on digitalization, digital economy, digital technologies. And by the way, we are planning to launch next year the OIC IPAs Award in cooperation with THIQAH and also the CCD Department of Islamic Development Bank. And we are inviting all IPAs to come and participate with us in the ICT projects.
Thank you very much. That's a lot of really fantastic initiatives and actually some practical support that's being offered. So I hope the members can take advantage of that. We will see if the floor has any questions or comments, but I just want to ask Mr. Kader, a lot of these kind of challenges and also opportunities that digitalization brings IPAs are universal in a way. Is there anything that you think is unique to OIC countries?
I think what is unique is the diversity. When we see the results from our survey in this report, our member countries are at very different levels. At global level, there are differences, but when we go into OIC member countries, we are countries like Malaysia, Turkey, Morocco, we are other countries who are really lagging behind. So, the disparity is very large. That's why we are really trying to come up with customized programs to our member countries to accommodate their political, institutional, economic, social context. If we just offer standard products, it will not work for us. I think this is one big takeaway for us from all these knowledge products. That's why we are really happy to discuss customized programs for member countries. Something only for Gambia, something only for Morocco. If Malaysia needs our support for something to go to another level, we can offer something for this country. So I think this diversity and the disparity across ISC member countries is one key observation and result we are getting from our studies.
That makes sense, and I suppose that also means that some of the countries that are further on this journey, like those that you mentioned, can maybe help mentor some of the other member countries.
We have a dedicated mechanism for it, which we call reverse linkage. The participants may kindly maybe Google after the event. Reverse linkage mechanism in ISDB is to facilitate exchange of experience between our member countries. One country is becoming, the facilitator, the source of information experience. The other country is becoming recipient. ISDB is putting some seed resources on grant basis to facilitate this communication. It works very well in many sectors, in social sectors, economic sectors. We are more than happy to apply the same mechanism to any investment promotion activity between our member countries. As long as countries they identify and they do their matchmaking, we can also help them for the matchmaking. Such projects will be definitely considered as a high priority for us.
Great, thank you. And we'll open the floor in just a minute. Jose, is there anything that you want to add, especially in terms of how THIQAH helps deal with the, I guess, disparity between where different IPAs are in their digitalization journey?
Sure, thanks Courtney. I also forgot to mention that now I'm based in Morocco, and so I mentioned to Brother Khalid and also to Brother Sahal that I feel as a member of the region as well. So it makes things easier also to represent THIQAH there. When you understand the region better, of course we come from different realities, so when you are in one specific country and traveling around the region, you understand it better. And really, as Brother Kadir said, there are large differences among the countries in this region, but at the same time, there is this will to cooperate, to collaborate with each other. And I feel that having this institution behind them really makes them go forward better. And with THIQAH, we can do great things. So we are currently planning, and I hope we can implement soon, a project, for example, as Kadir said, specifically designed for one of the ISDB group members in the North Africa region. I will not specifically mention the name of the country because it's not launched yet, but we hope we can implement this project soon. And I will be glad to help implement this project on behalf of THIQAH, of course. And we intend to do other projects in the future with them. And one of the points in these projects is specifically digitalization as well. So, because this is a major challenge and an important aspect of the investment promotion for these IPAs. So, thank you once again for this amazing partnership. And with THIQAH, the private sector forum, as Brother Sahal said, we also have the intention to strengthen the ties with them so that we can put IPAs together with investors even more. We already do it through our conferences, but using also our partners and our partner events for that is something that can really boost this part of the collaboration. So thank you also, Mr. Sahal, for that.
Thank you, Jose. And we've got maybe around 5 minutes left, and if our audience is not feeling too shy, would be interested, first of all, if we have OIC member countries represented here, to find out what kind of challenges you face in this and what kind of support is useful to you, or to ask our esteemed panel any questions that you might have on this topic. Okay. So if you change your mind in the next minute or two, raise your hand and I will come to you, and I will just ask before we conclude a few kind of final takeaways, and we'll start with Mr. Sahal and work our way down the line.
Thank you. Actually, as mentioned by colleagues, now the digitalization, and the AI is driving the world. And yesterday, I had a discussion with some, because we have a booth, by the way, and everybody is welcome to visit our booth. They came with really very nice projects, even in UAE, by the way. However, they are facing challenges, to adapt really these ideas. And the guy told me, in his sector, that only 1 or 2% that particular sector is implemented here in UAE or in this area, in this part of the world, where in China is 50%. To make factory, etc., and to have the digitalization in that particular industry. So, there is a huge potential regarding the digitalization, the digital technologies, and of course integrating the AI. And hopefully, we can play a big role in that.
Thank you very much.
The demand is huge when it comes to capacity development support in ISL member countries. We need really strong partnerships to be able to deliver on our mandate. No single organization will be able to fix these issues in our member countries. We really look forward to new partnerships. THIQAH is a great partner, We have other partners also, we are interacting with them on this occasion. So we look forward to new partnerships, and we will be more than happy to work on joint projects together to synchronize our efforts and to make sure we are not working in silos, we are offering something together for more impact for countries, especially for those who need our support the most.
Absolutely. Final words from wife.
Thank you. Again, I want to say that we want to keep implementing the specific projects for the countries in the region, and also, of course, other initiatives such as events in which we have already been working together, and focusing on really delivering digital knowledge to the countries in the region, beyond the other areas in which we already cooperate with them. But we really feel that there is this need to build digital skills in some of their cases in the region, and this can reduce the gap also. You mentioned in your previous questions, but I didn't mention specifically this point, but digitalization is something that can really help close the gap between IPAs from smaller countries and bigger countries. And so we feel that this can really, really help, and also support the cooperation among the IPAs in the region. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll end on that point. As you can see, a lot of support is available, so I would encourage you to sort of make use of that to the extent that you can. And we'll wrap up. Oh, well, we do need to wrap up, but quick comment. Yeah, just a comment. Go ahead.
You partly asked about maybe some OIC country has questions. One is Russia is not an OIC country, but maybe I will speak from all the non-OIC countries. Actually, markets of the countries which are members of OIC are very interesting for the non-OIC countries. And as all the speakers mentioned, there is a great importance of all the forums, all the conferences, and all the offline and in-person B2Bs, G2Bs events. But in the era of digitalization, it's really important that we could have an opportunity to learn to know more about the opportunities in the OIC countries for the sharing, for the to show our investors the possibilities in the OIC countries and vice versa. So if we could have these instruments, these tools also in our countries, that would be great. So thank you for the